Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. Excuse the smoke going on around. Don't worry, it's just my little Palo Santo. Anyways, I am going to dive into your reading. So this is going to be for next week, so the 23rd to the 29th of June. So let's tap in together. I'm going to do the sound bowl, a little breath with you if you want, but you can skip ahead to the messages if you would like to. So let's go for Aquarius. All right, now I'm interrupting that because there is a bird going crazy. I don't know if you can hear it chapping out there like crazy. And I feel like for some of you, I get the sense that there might be like a message coming in. Like it feels like a very chatty week. So I don't know if you'll be communicating with a lot of people or people are communicating a lot with you, but we'll figure it out. But anyways, let's see what messages want to come through for you during your reading. So as always, I start off with the oracles. Let's see what's going on for you guys there. Oh, deep knowing. Love that a lot. You're tapping into your psychic spidey senses, right? Getting a deep knowing about something. Now, I always say with this card, you probably have known what you need to do for a while. This week they're saying, yeah, know what you need to do. It's time to take action on it, right? You've gone on the days where you just knew what you should do and never took action on it. You're starting, or Spirit's asking you to take action on something. Now, this could be a project, a plan. This could really just be things that you're doing in your day to day. I'll figure it out for you. But either way, a very intuitive week for you. But again, intuition is not enough. Action is important. That's the main message of this card. But let's see what else for Aquarius. Oh, I love that so much. So you have rest and rejuvenation. I think it's very important. Some of you, I'm sensing a spiritual retreat coming up for you. So you could be going to an event, for instance, of being called to. If you are, that's very important for your journey and your path. It's fate, by the way. So again, if something's calling you, take action on it. Now, it could just be a good week for rest and rejuvenation, really looking after yourself, spending time with yourself, and your spiritual development is important. Now, Temple Path came out for Virgo as well, and this card really is quite important because it says that you're entering a part of your journey that you knew about before you came here in a physical body, right? Something that your soul knew, that you knew before you came here. So it's something that's literally in your soul contract. So I'm going to figure out what that is, but it feels very exciting. And maybe this is where you're being guided to go, right? But let's see. Which card do I want to bring out? I'm going to get you a theme. What is the theme for the week for Aquarius? The Five of Pentacles. Some of you might be called to help others. Like this feels quite like a charitable card, to be honest, for some reason. But let's see what this actually, I don't know why I'm putting it there already. I'm going to clarify it for you. I was hearing, by the way, like crystals are a girl's best friend. Like you don't even need to be a girl to like resonate with that. But that's just what I was hearing, which is weird. So I don't know, again, if you guys are really a lover of crystals. Okay, anyways, Five of Pentacles. Why is this a theme? Oh, Tower card, loss or a lack, sudden event, being promised land. Okay, what is this about for Aquarius? Yeah, I feel like really good news is taking you out of kind of a dark place. Like you're receiving help. Because remember, and I said you're getting a lot of informational messages. The Knight of Swords comes through, which is exactly that. It's communication, very quick communication. Now the Tower card is, of course, potentially you guys may have found out something that kind of made you feel left out in the cold, or something kind of came crashing down. But the Ace of Pentacles feels like you're receiving help. The Wheel of Fortune, a change in fortune. What created the Tower? So this is good news. I feel like good news. So if you have felt like there's a loss or lack in your life, injustice or unfairness, that's really very quickly turning around. Like they're showing me like a ball spinning. Bowling ball? I don't know what it is, but they're just showing me like a ball spinning. Okay, and the Knight of Swords, what is this news or message? Oh, some of you, it could very well be from some Taurus or Libra from the past, but the Empress could be a mother figure as well, who might be coming in to help you. Six of Cups usually is about children. Some of you could be finding out that you're having children, so congrats for those who want that. But it just feels like maybe you're getting a message of abundance, or some sort of soulmate connection. Someone who has abundance could be coming in to help you with something. Whatever you're lacking, they're providing. Now, for some of you, this will be finances, but not for everybody. This could really be whatever you felt left out in a cold or a lack in your life, whether it be love, whether it be whatever it is to you, self-love, whatever it is. This is changing for sure. Six of Cups is a very caring connection. And maybe someone who is who's familiar to you, someone that you know already. Six of Cups, again, is someone with fond memories. That's interesting. Very random, very specific. Okay, well, that's that. Let's put that here. Okay. Let's dive into your reading then, angels. Let's see what's going on during this week. What is the energy of Aquarius during this week? Four of Cups, feeling a little bit jaded right now, feeling a little bit, I'm hearing preoccupied, occupied. Okay, sorry, let me just clarify. Let's see. Why is the Four of Cups in Aquarius? The energy of Aquarius. I think that's the Seven of Cups. So a lot of like, this is giving analysis paralysis, to be honest. It's like, there's so many options, so many to sit. I'm just going to sit this one out, you know? That's what it feels. It's like, I'm not going to make any decision then. It's a little bit like that, like too much overwhelmed, like overstimulated kind of vibes. Why is Aquarius showing up in this energy? Six of Swords. So can I get a bit more about what the Four of Cups is representing here? The Nine of Cups. I think you're content in where you're at. I think there is an energy that wants you to move forward or travel, right? Six of Swords, or move forward. But as I said, there might be a lot involved in that. So I think you're taking time out. You're like, I'm happy here. I'm not really ready to move forward, but Spirit would say otherwise. Anything else I need to know about this energy? Ten of Wands. It's getting exhausting here. Why? You're happy, but Ten of Wands is like the end of an exhausting chapter is coming up for you. Heavyweight. Baggage could just be, you know, maybe there's a lot going on for you. So what I'm getting is a little bit very specific again, but it just feels a little bit like knowing that you need to do this thing, right? The Ten of Wands is a little bit like just almost there. I don't know. Let's see the rest of the cards. I hope that makes sense to someone out there. Like, I'm picking up on something, but I'm not exactly sure how to explain it. So hopefully the rest of the cards can help with that. But what's the energy of the week? Three of Swords. Interesting. With the moon being here. Damn. Right. Three of Swords is heartbreak, pain. Okay. A time separation. The moon can be like, again, I always see, usually it's like things are hidden, but to me it's always an emotional thing, right? Hidden resentments or hidden feelings that we're not really paying attention to, so you know, they kind of slowly build up. So that's always how I see it, like suppressed feelings. Why is the Three of Swords the energy of the week? Ooh, remember how I said something like just something balanced is coming through for you? This is exactly that. Temperance is great. This week is about heartbreak and pain, but it is about healing it and gaining justice from heartbreak and pain in your life. Okay. So I feel like some of you, again, expect some help, expect some, it feels very spiritual. It's major arcana cards. So it just feels a little bit like Spirit is aiding this healing. Temperance, of course, is all about creating your own balance. So some of you, again, is too much emotional pain and conflict. The Spirit really wants you to sit out for a little bit to take action on that, right? To balance that. Let's see. Two of Swords, needing to make a decision. This has been worrying you. It's very hard for me to see what this is. But bringing justice, bringing justice to some heartbreak and pain that you've had in your life. The Lovers, I'm going to cover the nudity there. And the Seven of Wands. It could be pertaining to love. It could be pertaining to big choices in your life where you felt like, okay, like this choice led to some like unfairness or heart and pain. So Two of Swords, needing to follow your intuition when it comes down to probably cutting something out or choosing something. And the Ace of Swords is here. So taking action on truth. And then the Magician coming up over here as well with the Temple Path is literally like manifesting a situation that, again, I think because a magician again is like manifesting, it's about being very aligned with spirit. So I almost feel like I wonder if something like this is happening so that you can step into the magician energy to better manifest moving forward. But as I said, remember, this is part of your soul contract. So even though you feel like you're manifesting it now, it was already going to happen. What is this about? Like, I wonder if you know what it is, because I don't. Let's see. Let's carry on. Let's figure this one out for you guys. Like, always I feel like a bit of a detective when I do readings at times, because it's like always so, when it's readings like this, it's like, oh my god, what's going on? Okay, what is the energy of Aquarius in the near future? Is that what I think it is? The devil. Now, this can be a card of responsibilities and hard work. Why is the devil in the near future? Three of Cups, sometimes this is an energy of like overindulgence. At times, Three of Cups is a bit of my card of, it's a good card, but when paired with the devil, which can be about temptations and addictions and low vibrational energy, it could be something around friends here, or again, overindulgence. But let's see what that's about. Why is the devil in Aquarius's energy in the near future? What is this about? The Chariot and the Seven of Swords and Ace of Cups. Chariot is good. It's about leaving something behind, potentially a comfort zone. Actually, that's exactly what it is. Sorry, now it took me so long. I do see a lot of you opening up to more love in your life, because maybe there has been fear, or maybe there has just, look, remember over here, you're kind of denying or rejecting an Ace of Cups, a new emotional experience for you. Some of you, again, that could be moving. Some of you, again, that could be travel. Some of you, again, it could just be moving forward with life, right? So the devil that's been holding you back, right? It's chains, comfort. So Seven of Swords is interesting because this feels like something that you have been, again, running away from. The Chariot is about moving forward, moving on. Anything else about that? The Page of Pentacles. I like that, which is, again, like taking the steps into something new, right? It's doing something fresh, learning about something new, or again, and with the Knight of Pentacles here, it is definitely, and then the King, a promising journey. Look at that. There's fast acceleration. There's a promised path. Did I already say that to you? Promised land. I really do feel like that for you. So when you do the thing, like out your comfort zone, I really feel like whatever you're being called to do, maybe it's to do with finances, maybe it's to do with career, I just really see a lot of acceleration. You got all of the stages here showing up for you, which is kind of like guaranteed. Remember, it's part of your journey. This is guaranteed. So I don't know if it's like a career idea, way of increasing your income. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something you're being called to do, take action on. Okay, well, let's see. Recent past for Aquarius. Empress and the Ten of Wands. Now that's very opposing. The Empress, again, is a good card. It says that you were showing up in a very nurturing energy. However, it was unbalanced because you took on too much, right? This is a card of burnout, overexhausting yourself. This is a beautiful card of flow, but this is definitely not flow. This is it resistance? It's just a lot of heavy weight, which just kind of weighs down that flow. So if things have been slow moving over the last 10 months, I feel like that's because you have been taking on too much for yourself, right? It's all different for everybody, but you've been taking on too much. The Empress, you need to let things flow. What do they mean by that? Well, we're going to clarify. Now, this can sometimes represent like unrequited dynamics, right? So the Empress, why is the Empress in the past? Nine of Cups, I like that. Knowing your worth, knowing your value. That they say you did right. So what's the Ten of Wands representing here? I can smell like bubblegum. Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Wands, Five of Wands. So the Wheel of Fortune is good because it does feel like an ending here. This whatever you decided to put down and not carry any longer, or this exhausting chapter, and that was probably very conflicting. The Wheel of Fortune does tell me that once you let this go, or when you did let this go, it did change things a bit, or changes your destiny a bit. Page of Wands, a bit of conflict and drama. I get the sense that some of you were around a bit of people who were a bit, again, loved drama, loved conflict, a bit like gossip queens kind of vibe, which is fine, but Ten of Wands felt a bit like, Maybe they started doing that about you. Yeah, Three of Pentacles reversed is kind of a lack of a solid foundation or a lack of a plan, right? And that could have been the same reason why you took on way more. So Temperance says you've learned, balance yourself, heal, bring more harmony, and take your time next time. Whatever that's talking about there. Okay, let's see your challenges for this week, Aquarius. Ace of Cups. Okay, your challenge is opening up or accepting this new emotional experience. Challenge, Nine of Swords, and what is this? The Fool and a Ten of Cups. So that's nice. This is like a leap of faith towards happiness. The fact it jumped on top of the Devil kind of just says again, like maybe this is what is promised to you if you let go of a comfort zone and move forward, or let go of a toxic connection or whatever it is to you, right? There's true love out there for you if this does pertain to love, or just a really beautiful emotional experience coming away. And kois represent abundance as well. I think there's goldfish here too as well, which again, abundance. So it feels really nice. So your challenge is accepting a new beginning, a new love, or focusing a bit more on that. And the Nine of Swords, of course, as we know already, is about fears, worries. That's your challenge right now, is dealing with your own mind at times. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords. Why is this a challenge for Aquarius? Nine of Swords. The Fool, so you're worried about the future. That Fool being here, the Fool being here, there's clearly a new beginning that keeps calling on you. So the Fool and the Two of Wands, this is about expansion and growth, right? Thinking about the next steps. Where do I want to go? The Nine of Swords, I think you already know. Remember deep knowing and all this stuff. And if not, take some time out to think about it, because I think it will come up very quickly. The Fool card definitely, again, is what you're being called to do, is a leap of faith, a new journey somewhere else. Again, relocation or expanding a career, right? Definitely about moving on, moving forward. It's time, but you're worried about it because, of course, the Fool is like, but if I take this leap of faith, what's going to happen? Like, you only really know square one. It's like, what about everything else? But I feel like you're really being called to go in that direction. Why is the Ace of Cups a challenge? The Five of, interesting, there's a lot of cards here. Five of Wands, conflict. Remember how it's exactly what came up earlier with the Ten of Wands. So in this new emotional experience, just don't repeat the past, right? The Chariot is about being determined, chasing your dreams and goals, knowing what you want and going after it. Wheel of Fortune as well, expansion. Page of Wands is good because, again, it could be like a really good message or good news coming away. They want you to act on it. Five of Wands is a bit of, again, that kind of gossipy or conflicting vibes. And it could be your own conflict, emotional conflict. Why is the Five of Wands here? Page of Cups. Someone could be apologizing. If you fell out with someone because of some arguments and some like back and forth or round around energy, someone might be apologizing for that. But I think it's also dealing with maybe some immature feelings and emotions, which is fine. We all have those. So Ace of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles, I told you, that does feel like it's the door that opens up to a lot of happiness. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Wow. So it's like, again, promise things. Okay, let's then look at your advice. Seven of Wands. Not back down. Okay, this says, despite how things look right now, you will have success. You just need to keep pushing. And the Four of Pentacles as advice. Let's see what this is about. Why is the Seven of Wands here, please, Spirit, for advice? If I can pick up the card. Why is this advice? Okay, Three of Pentacles, and then the Four of Cups as well. So Four of Cups you're very familiar with already. So Three of Cups could, of course, be, Three of Pentacles could be receiving help from others. But you might be rejecting that. Let me see. Why is the Four of Cups here? The Knight of Cups. Well, again, there's an offer coming away. I think they want you to accept it. Again, an idea to cross some waters here again. cross an emotional barrier, which is usually anxiety. Whenever this card comes out, it's like, oh, but if I do that, I don't know really what to do, or am I even made for that, or is that even the right thing? It's like there's a lot of anxiety around it, which we can see that with the Nine of Swords. So the Three of Pentacles, Hermit, get a mentor. Some of you need to connect with some people, okay, and connect with yourself, right? The Hermit is also your higher self as well, like someone you've already lived this life technically. So your higher self is, I always say your higher self is the future version of you who's kind of done it all. So you're a better version of yourself that will help guide you. Or of course it could be get a mentor, right? Get a second opinion if you feel like you're struggling or you're not sure. Okay, the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Why is this advice? Four of Pentacles. So that's about healing here. Whatever is holding you back, there's something there that might need healing, because it could be a form of control, but it's not the good kind, right? The Four of Pentacles is not good control, but it is like holding back, holding on. It's a false sense of control. Being the Emperor is all about kind of making decisions for the empire that you're building, right? And sometimes it requires discipline. It requires hard decisions coming from a place of wisdom. So I feel like some of you, it's about healing your heart and healing what is causing you to feel a bit afraid, but stepping up into that Emperor role. What is this? I feel this is so vague. So if it resonates, it clearly makes sense to you. But if it doesn't resonate and it's confusing you, then I don't think it's a reading. In your near future, Five of Cups. Let's get one more for that. Near future for Aquarius, Ace of Swords, which is truth and communication. Ace of Pentacles is a good new start. But why is the Five of Cups here? Oh, my deck is like mixed up now. Death card. That's interesting how it jumped on top of the Temple path. So this change is necessary, but again, I feel like you're a bit disappointed about it, or you don't really want this to happen. But the Ace of Swords again is like victory, truth, clarity, peace. Four of Cups reversed. Yeah. So the Three of Swords is like the comfort zone is no longer a comfort zone. You're kind of having to take action on an idea or in a dream. So why is that so sad? I get it. It's clearly difficult for you. I feel like you're being pushed by your universe to do something. The Death card again, Temple path, is this ending or this transformation is completely part of your soul's journey. You knew about it a long time ago. Okay, Ace of Swords. Ten of Wands, yeah, releasing something fully. Eight of Cups, walking away from things that don't serve you. And the Knight of Pentacles, so that you can have a solid foundation to move forward with your life, right? Career-wise, financially, and just to do with your progress, to make more progress is what it feels like. Okay, let's look in the area of love for you. In the area of love for Aquarius. Oh. The Hierophant, Death card, Ten of Swords, right? The Hierophant is like marriage and commitment. Death card is change, transformation. Ten of Swords is an ending. So that's clearly a story for someone out there who has been through heartbreak and pain. And again, it would make sense that Spirit wants you to open up your heart to new people. All right, the Hierophant. Seven of Swords, Three of Cups. Oh, some of you were definitely betrayed. Jeez Louise. Maybe there was third parties involved. That could even be someone's listening to their friends or their parents and it ruined a connection, for example. King of Cups again is a romantic partner, but Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, betrayal, sneaky ways, or trying to get away with something. The Death card. King of Swords, needing to call something out. It's all about truth and again, making difficult decisions from a logical perspective. Ten of Swords. The Tower, definitely an ending going on there. The Death card, the Walled. So yeah, it's like it needed to happen for you to go in a new correct. Yeah, is that the Three of Swords again? Yeah. The Eight of Wands is a good sign, but it's really difficult. Again, Spirit saying, look, obstacles are now lifted, you're moving in the right direction. Because something may have been going on behind the scenes that was always going on behind the scenes that you're only just finding out. So it's not just a case of like, why has this happened to me? It's like the truth is being revealed, right? Okay, that's very specific. That's not going to resonate with everyone, but clearly there's a massive shift going on in terms of love, or may have already happened. And then let's see for career and finances. Six of Pentacles. All right, receiving some money during this week, a payout of some kind. Six of Pentacles is also about focusing on where you put your time and energy. Okay, what are you putting your time and energy to, so that you can grow maybe your income, or again to grow in terms of maybe your status in some way. Let's see, why is the Six of Pentacles here? Ace of Cups. All right, that's that new emotional offer some of you could be doing, again, like, because the Six of Cups is sometimes, Six of Pentacles is like a charitable card, and the Ace of Cups again is like loving energy. So I wonder if some of you guys are doing some charity work in terms of your career, or you're giving back to the community in some way. Let's see, one more for that. Why is the Six of Pentacles here in career and finances and strength? So I feel like this is about strength and courage, and again receiving equal partnership, something that I feel like is going to be quite a new emotional experience for you in a good way. Okay, my angels, there's something new definitely coming up in your career and finances, and it feels quite good. Just make sure everything's balanced. All right, my angels. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. If it resonates, Aquarius, and let me know in the comments. I love to read that. Because as I always say to everyone, like, I can only see what I'm shown in the cards and what I feel intuitively, but I actually don't know your life. Right? So if you let me know, I would love to know how this resonates with you, if it does. And if you feel cool to, make sure you guys like and subscribe. But anyway, I'm going to let you be. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for spending time with me again. And I'll see you guys next time, okay?